wardrobe is large, my winter wardrobe extra large. Because I get fat in the winter. It's not funny, I'm just telling you, yeah. I get fat in the winter. It's kind of sad, really. I don't care. I'm a guy. Men and fashion go together like custard and bacon. They don't go together. Actually, custard and bacon sounds like a nice winter snack to me. Custard and bacon might be all right, actually. Dibs on custard and bacon. If you have custard and bacon, it's got to be called a Fergie from now on. Anyway, most men don't admit to caring about fashion, but every middle-aged man about my age or older, every middle-aged man, they have to make a fashion choice every day. Does the belt go above or below the gut? You gotta go. Are you gonna go above or below? Are you gonna go Florida or Texas? Florida or Texas? Florida or Texas? I change from day to day. I can't live by your rules, man. You know you're getting really old when you have to hike your pants all the way up past the man boobs. Then that's the belt necklace you're wearing, the beckless, I don't know. My one and only fashion statement on this show was not wearing a tie. Apparently that was a big deal in late night. Oh, you didn't wear a tie, oh. Doesn't seem that big a deal to me. Anyway, outside of that, all of my fashion decisions are made for me. Oh, CBS has someone dress me every night. It's true. His name's George. It's absolutely true. George, he works back there. He puts a suit out for me every night, and I put it on. Now, not everyone can do that job, and George does it. He puts out the suit, I put it on. And George is a lovely man. He wears a lot of Hawaiian shirts. Why am I taking fashion advice from a man who wears Hawaiian shirts every day? Maybe it's not George's fault. Maybe it's his wardrobe guy. I don't know. When I was a kid back in the old country, my mother used to buy our clothes from the catalogue, like the Sears catalogue or something. It would come, twice a year you'd get the catalogue. And there would be pictures, of the different clothes in it. It's always a guy, wearing a sweater, eating an apple and waving at someone. And I've tried doing that, and I can't wave and eat an apple at the same time. It's like that thing. I can't do it. Anyway, the catalogue used to come twice a year, spring and fall. And I loved it. I waited for it. Because it had photographs of women in underwear in it. Big, and this is Scotland in the late 60s, early 70s. Big, broad-beamed women in giant granny underwear. Eating apples and waving. They were... It doesn't sound sexy now, but to a 10-year-old Scottish boy, it was like a Roman orgy. Lovely big woman. Aye, ha ha! Now, these runway models in Fashion Week in New York, they've got a certain, there is a certain grace about them. They're very beautiful, elegant creatures. Not like humans, but they're very beautiful. Like, they're kind of like sexy giraffes. You know what I mean? They're kind of... they can nibble from trees and stuff, but what I don't get is the body part models. The specific body parts, like, oh yeah, I'm an ass model, I only do asses, or this is true. I did a commercial once. I did a commercial once for tea, right? It's obviously, oh, you're from over there, they all drink tea, you do it. So I did the thing when oh, this tea is delicious. And then, for the close-up of the hands, they brought in a hand model. I'm not kidding. Like, what's wrong with these hands? Look at these hands. Look. All right, maybe a little small, I admit. But the camera adds £10, so there you are. No, they're big hands. They're giant. Look at these hands. Look, I could squeeze a melon with those hands. Anyway, I wanted to see this hand model. I want to see how spectacular his hands are going to... Obviously, these hands are going to be fantastic. So I go over to him, I say, okay, Mr. Handy McHanson, let's see your hands. Tried to be a gentleman, tried to shake his hand. He said, oh, don't touch what you can't afford, he said. This is... I know, that's what I booed him. I booed him right there. He went like that, and I went, oh, boo, I said to him. That taught him a lesson. This is a guy that tries to impress women in bars, like going, hi, baby, how are you? Check out. He probably thought he was, he was at his hometown one day thinking, wait a minute, these babies are my ticket out of here. I could go to Broadway with these beauties. His father saying, I used to have hands like that, son, before I ruined them with all my years of sewing. I don't know. Close up, his hands are getting in shape. He's doing hand-ups and everything, feeling the burn, pushing them. And I was mad at him. I was saying, look at them, they're just regular hands. How come you get all the work? Why can't I get a hand job in this town? I said, why?